Hello children, I hope you've had a great week so far. My story is about my 3 grandsons and something that happened to them. Some time ago last year, when they were all doing school via Zoom, and there's 3 of them, remember, and they're all different ages, so they're doing it in different places, the household gets a bit hectic at times. And Mummy's trying to work and Daddy's also at home trying to work. I expect some of you remember that feeling. Well, on this particular day, Mummy had quickly prepared the boys' favourite lunch, pasta in cheese sauce. Just a quick lunch. And she called to the daddy and said, "Could you please come and serve the boys their lunch while I go and hang some washing on the line?" As you can imagine, she has lots of washing. So off she went, and Daddy came and he looked at the cheese sauce and the pasta in the pan, and he thought, it looks a bit dry. And he took another saucepan with some sauce in it and he added it to the pasta. That looks better, he thought. And then, I think it could do with some broccoli. He quickly boiled up a bit of broccoli and he stirred that in as well. And then he called the boys to come for lunch. Some time later, Mummy came back into the kitchen. But she was surprised to find that the 3 dishes of food, only one of them had had the pasta eaten up. The other 2, it was all there, hardly touched. And she thought, this is very odd. This is their favourite lunch. I wonder why only one of them has eaten. So she called them and they came running and she said, "James, did you eat your cheese sauce and pasta?" "Oh, no, Mummy, I couldn't. I'm sorry, but it was disgusting." Oh. And then she asked Miles, the youngest, "Miles, did you eat up your pasta sauce?" "No, Mummy, it was yucky. I couldn't stand it." How strange. And then she asked Joshua. Now, Joshua has a very sweet tooth. That means he likes cakes and biscuits and things like that. And Joshua said, "Mummy, I loved it. I ate it all up." Mummy was very puzzled. Anyway, after a little while, she decided to go and dish up their dessert, some fruit, crumble and custard. But do you know what? When she looked in the pan to get the custard, what did she find? It was all gone. Boys and girls, can you guess what had happened? What had Daddy done? Yes, he thought the saucepan that had custard in it was full of cheese sauce. He'd added custard to the cheese sauce and pasta and broccoli, but Joshua had enjoyed it anyway. What a silly story, but it's true. And do you know, that's why we shouldn't be fooled by everything we see. Do you know, in the Bible, Jesus told his disciples something. Let's go and see what it was.
Jesus sat down opposite the place where the offerings were put and watched the crowd putting their money into the temple treasury. Many rich people threw in large amounts, but a poor widow came and put in 2 very small copper coins, worth only a few cents. Calling his disciples to him, Jesus said, "Truly, I tell you, this poor widow has put more into the treasury than all the others. They all gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything, all she had to live on."
So you see, children, We shouldn't be fooled just by what we see. Right now the sun is shining outside, but do you know it's blowing a gale and raining at the same time? And I've got some lovely horses out there, 2 horses. But do you know what? They don't belong to me. A neighbour's just letting them come up here to eat our grass. You might think, oh, she's lucky to have horses. They say don't judge a book by its cover. Have you ever heard grown-ups say that? It means that the cover might look very dull and uninteresting, but the story is what counts, and it might be a brilliant, exciting story. In the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 16 and verse 7, it says, "The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." So, boys and girls, let's not look at others and make judgments. Don't be fooled by what you see, and make sure that you stay close to Jesus. And whatever you do, don't mix custard and pasta and cheese sauce and broccoli.